Hey guys, Glenn here with a new video. This video is going to be about just me talking about an attack that I believe is working favorably for everyone and possibly the strongest, the highest percentage 3-star attack for Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. It's something plus LaLoon. That something being we'll go through it with the replays, but let me just play this. I did get a 3-star here. I'm not gonna play this the whole raid, but 2 haste, 10 balloons. What does that get me? 2 haste, 10 balloons. I get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, well, like 2 trash buildings too, about 9-10 defenses and a CC lure. Oh my gosh, if you're not using loons in your attack still, you are an idiot. You just don't understand this game right now. This is the attack that I'm going to be showing you. Now, again, I will mention I am not that perfect or great, so I needed tons of scout. A lot of people did attacks here. I learned from what worked, what didn't work, and I'm just going to go through my attack here as well as what seems to be the strongest attack for Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10. Now, of course, depending on the base, you got to pick apart what defenses you can take out efficiently with what kind of troops. So I can't say that this attack works for every single base, but I would say that this attack does come close to being the universal attack that works for almost every Town Hall 10 base. Almost. That is, you either do a 1 golem, 5-6 bowlers, king queen, wall breaker into a specific part of the base and take out, I say, 15% of the base out. Usually taking out 1 inferno, but if you're not taking out an inferno, taking out 1 air defense, the queen, and taking care of the CC. Sometimes if you get even a sweeper, that's good enough. You don't have to get one of the infernos. If you can get an inferno in exchange for not getting, say, the archer queen, then you would need to invest 1 or 2 spells for like skeleton spells or something to kill the queen. But usually what you're trying to do with your kill squad is CC, 1 air defense, and the enemy queen, and then you deal with the rest of the base with the LaLoon portion. So what I do with this attack is I invest 2 freeze for both infernos. I invest 1 rage for my kill squad, my golem and 6 bowlers and king queen. I use 1 poison for the queen as well as the enemy dragon and balloons. And I have just 5 haste for the rest of my LaLoon. No rage for my LaLoon. I feel like rages are okay to use for LaLoon only if you see that there are a ton of defenses in one specific area. If the defenses are somewhat spread or in a line, I would recommend just going with the haste. You can spread out the haste more, make your balloons target specific buildings faster, and let's be real, balloons are hell strong. Like, they will take down any defense. They don't need that raise buff. The only advantage of the raise, I say, is the bigger ring, the radius. But if you think about a haste, you're getting 2 spells. So you can put them more separately or however you choose. As well, haste, a max one, is now actually about the double the speed of a rage. So a haste is a lot faster and a lot better than what a rage can bring you for a LaLoon. So I find haste perfectly fine and a great tool to use for LaLoon. So think about that, guys. So I'm gonna play this out. So what other variation, I'm not gonna really talk about what I'm doing here, you'll just see it. I say what people should do is explore what works. One golem, five bowlers, king, queen, rage. Some other options are just king, queen, five bowlers, no golem, maybe one, two giants. And just do these steps. Basically, put down the tank, whether it be the king, the giant. Sometimes some people use 3, 4 Valks, which is fine. Here I use a golem. I do the left side funnel with the baby dragon. Wizard I should have put a little bit lower so it takes care of the army camp. So basically you're doing the left to right side funnel, usually a small funnel. And look, I just used one rage, one golem, my heroes, and I've taken down at least 5, 6 defenses, taken down the CC, taken down the queen, taken down one of the air defense, and now I'm pushing in. The first Inferno does not even get a good shot at my loons. That's gone. If you can always freeze a Inferno and an air defense together, that's equivalent to trying to take out a Town Hall 9 base, because that Inferno is just not active. It's not going to do anything to your LaLoon. So again, second freeze, and that Inferno is useless. I do run out of the haste here, but I have so many balloons it doesn't even matter. The only threat to this attack, I say, was the wizard tower. I should have saved one loon for that wizard tower, and would have made this attack look a lot cleaner. Almost that one wizard tower screws up all of those balloons. I say like 15 balloons left, and it kills like 10 of them, it looks like. And what people use are the pups from the lava hounds and minions. Minions seems to do really well in cleanup, better than wizards, just because they don't have the wall blocking them, and they're more free to fly around the base, and they're not going to be targeted by air bombs or any traps, because your lava loon just went right past that whole section, right? So this attack, whether it be 2, 3 hounds, even one hound maybe, just a whole lot of loon. So another thing people should realize, the ratio roughly is, if you're gonna use one hound, you should have about 5, 6 loons. So if you have 3 hounds, you shouldn't be using like 8, 10 balloons. It just doesn't make sense. You're not tanking for 8, 10 loons, and there's no guarantee that those 8, 10 loons aren't going to be targeted. So I say the best. I thought this was a good attack, so I'm just going to play this while I talk. You just should be thinking about doing LaLoon some way with a kill squad that gives you great value. So whether it be 3, 4 Valks and King going into a compartment to take out one air defense and the enemy queen, which means, 4 Valks, King, Queen, that's not a lot for a kill squad. Let's say you don't use a golem because you're using the king as a tank. That's a lot. That's a very small kill squad that gives you a lot of flexibility into having a huge kill squad. I mean, huge LaLoon. Like, let's say 3 hounds and 25-ish loons. That's gonna be a lot of firepower, especially if you have a lot of freeze, rage, and haste for them, to take out like 70% of the rest of the base. So that's where the game is at. Smaller kill squad, don't invest 2 golems, that's just not working anymore for Town Hall 10s. 1 golem at max, maybe giants. There is the queen charge, which means 4 healers, queen, king, maybe 1 or 2 valks or giants, which is a lot, because 4 healers or more is way bigger than 1 golem and bowlers. So if you're doing a queen charge, you better know exactly what you're doing, or else you're going to not get a huge value. But another great reason for people doing a queen charge is just so that she continues on cleaning the base, especially if your LaLoon comes a little bit next to the queen charge. the queen's going to be safe. There's not going to be a lot of defenses targeting her after she does her objective with the king, I would assume, to maybe take out one of the infernos, one air defense, and CC. Maybe not the queen, because queen on queen requires you a second rage, or usually you need to invest on the queen's ability, which risks her to dying later on. So these are the kind of things you're calculating and realizing and seeing to try to balance out the kill squad and the LaLoon and try to get the 3-star with that the right balance for that particular basis. Not much more to say. You've seen it all just now. This is where the game is at. Valve still work just like this attack you just seen. It's just that depending on where the air defenses are and how quickly you can push in the loons into a base with clustered defenses, such as this one or the base that I just showed me taking down. LaLoon is just too powerful. Everyone is using LaLoon. That's just where the game is at. I hope this video helped and gave you some insight into maybe Town Hall 10 to Town Hall 10 3-star strategies. Yeah, I hope everyone keeps watching my videos. I'm gonna be posting more on what I think the game is, where the game is going. Also, I want to mention people are saying a lot of things still about engineered bases and the not so balanced matchups. I find that I disagree with that a little bit because I think Supercell did something in the update, and the matchups have been a lot more fair in my opinion. Considering that there are these empty dummy bases, I call them, at the bottom where they don't have any offense nor defense, that usually balances things out so that the guys at the top can have more offense. So if you consider the whole roster that are in the war, you can kind of tell that, yeah, there is some balance, a lot better than it was way before, where you'd get matched with max Town Hall 11s and you have like no Town Hall 11s. I don't see that happening too much. And even if it does, it means that you have the offense, you have the opportunity to 3-star their tops. It's just that you just don't have the skill or the experience or the confidence to do it, I guess. So if you fail, you just say, oh man, that was a bad matchup. They had a way easier 3-star. Yeah, yes and no for me. When people say that, sometimes yes, if they have a lot of dummy bases at the bottom, so it gives them a lot of offense, and their defense is not too bad, then yes. But I don't know, the balancing, it seems like Supercell is working towards creating a better balance. So whenever I see 2-3 Town Hall 11s, I see about 2-3 Town Hall 11s on our side. If there's about 10 Town Hall 10s, whether it be 9.5s or whatever they are, I see equally a similar number of Town Hall 10s on the other team. Now, if we have way more Town Hall 10s, even 9.5s, we will get matched up with guys with more Inferno bases, Town Hall 10s. Maybe they don't have the offense to match our offense, but they do have the defense to match it then. So there is all these balances that I see in war matchups. So I don't complain as much as I did before. That's where I think the game is heading, and that's what Heather was talking about in the Heather is trying to get at in the on Discord chat. Or maybe I'm completely wrong, but these are just my thoughts. I guess let me know in Clan chat if you guys have your thoughts, or if you think you disagree with my opinions or my thoughts right now about the game. And I'd love to talk about it because this game is my life right now. So I guess, yeah, I can talk about it. Anyways, that ends this video. Thanks for watching. Keep clashing, guys, and make me proud.